All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into a tool that's a total game changer, one designed to help pretty much any professional unlock the real power of artificial intelligence. So let's jump right in.
You've been there, right? Staring at that blinking cursor on an AI chatbot, knowing it's incredibly powerful, but you just can't find the magic words to make it do what you need. It's a super common problem.
Well, it turns out those magic words are everything. Knowing exactly what to say is what transforms these AI tools from a fun little novelty into an absolutely serious professional powerhouse. And this is really the golden rule of AI. It's not just what you ask, it's how you ask. The quality of what you get out is 100% dependent on the quality of the prompt you put in. A vague question gets you a vague, useless answer, but a detailed, well-structured prompt, that gets you a professional, high-quality result.
So the big question is, how do you create those expert-level prompts without having to spend months, learning all the theory behind it? Well, that's exactly where the whole idea of a prompt library comes in.
Think of it like a cookbook, but for AI. Seriously, instead of just guessing the ingredients, you have a precise, proven recipe, a professionally structured prompt that you can just copy and paste to get the exact result you need, every single time.
And we're not talking about some small collection either. The scale here can be massive. We're talking about a library with over 1,600 professionally crafted prompts ready to go. But it isn't just about the sheer number of prompts, it's about the breadth. These things are often tailored for over 80 different professions, which just goes to show you they're built for a huge range of real-world jobs.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty great, but how does a library like this actually work in the real world? Let's take a look at what's involved and how it can plug right into your workflow. One of the coolest parts is just how versatile they are. These prompts aren't locked into one specific system. They're designed to be universally compatible. That means whether you use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or, a dozen others, you can apply this knowledge across pretty much any platform. You're not tied down.
And these libraries are way more than just a simple list. They're usually packaged as a complete learning system. So you'll get the prompts, maybe as a PDF and a searchable template, but you'll also get guides on how to use them, and even handbooks on how to start creating your own expert prompts. It's the whole shebang. So this brings us to probably the most important question. Who is this actually for? And the answer is, well, it's for pretty much any professional who wants to work smarter, not harder.
Let's just run through a few quick examples. You could be a doctor who needs to summarize some really complex medical research.
Or maybe you're a lawyer and you're drafting contract clauses or preparing detailed case summaries.
An engineer who needs to generate technical documentation or brainstorm creative solutions to a problem.
You could be a writer trying to bust through a nasty case of writer's block or outline a new story.
Or a marketer trying to craft dozens of different ad variations and social media posts. I mean, the applications are just incredibly broad. So, to put a bow on it, this applies to almost anyone who uses AI in a professional setting, whether you're a business owner, a freelancer, a student, a coach. The goal of these tools is to give you an immediate, measurable advantage.
Okay, that all sounds fantastic in theory, but does it actually work in the real world? Let's take a look at what some actual users have to say about it.
This quote from Sunil Lobo really says it all. He calls it an in-depth collection and pure magic. And that's exactly the feeling, right? When you get exactly what you want from the AI without all the struggle and frustration.
And that feeling of magic he's talking about, that's what happens when you eliminate those creative roadblocks and save a massive amount of time in your workday.
Here's another one that really hones in on the simplicity. Just find your use case and you're done. The real power here is that it lets you completely skip that steep, often frustrating learning curve of prompt engineering.
And that really is the core idea. These libraries are designed to help anyone, no matter what your skill level is, get professional, expert-level results from AI almost instantly. You're basically leveraging a framework of existing expertise.
So it really leaves us with this final question to think about. In a world where everybody has access to AI, the real advantage comes from knowing how to use it effectively. What if you could spend less time just trying to figure out AI and more time actually using it to get ahead?